Well, g'day and welcome to another episode of Kiwi Car Life. And this video idea came about because I've had, over the years, a number of questions from people on my channel asking me, how do you upshift so quickly? Or how do you heel toe downshift? Or how do you launch a car? And that kind of stuff. Look, I'm by no means an expert. I have only been driving manual for a couple of years and I am completely self-taught. But I have owned and driven quite a vast number of different manual transmission cars. And it's given me an opportunity to sort of hone in a lot of my manual driving skills. And now things like heel toe downshifting and double clutching and launching cars and so on are fairly second nature. So I think I'm in a position where I can reasonably confidently give you guys some new manual driving skills that will help you to really make the most of the transmission that your car has. So today we're going to be going over how to launch your car, how to quick shift or upshift quickly, and how to heel toe downshift. Alrighty, so first let's go over how to launch your car. First thing you need to decide is what RPM are you going to launch your car at. If I use my friend's 3-litre Legacy as an example, it's obviously all-wheel drive, makes quite a decent amount of power, and he can basically launch that thing at 5,000-6,000 RPM and just dump the clutch and the thing just goes because it can put all its power down. In a front-wheel drive car, if I tried to do that, I'd probably break something or just get ridiculous amounts of axle tramp and wheel spin and would just hardly go anywhere. So all-wheel drive is going to be probably at the top, rear-wheel drive will be in the middle, and front-wheel drive will be the lowest RPM that you want to launch your car at. Now, in terms of how to actually launch your car, first of all, turn traction control off, and then, I initially thought that you basically just rev it up and just dump the clutch, but you don't really want to do that. What you want to do is find the right RPM and then kind of fade the clutch off as you come on the throttle to get a smooth and quick launch that minimizes wheel spin. So I'm going to rev it up and then quickly you want to get as much power on as possible, but kind of fade that clutch off to just keep the tires right on the limit of grip. And you saw there we've got a little bit of wheel spin, but you can kind of live with that. That's fine. It's more that you don't want to be just going just tearing your tires loose. You want a smooth, quick launch with minimal wheel spin. And using that technique, I don't know if it's the best technique, but certainly for me, mate, I was able to get this car to go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 5.8 seconds, which, I don't know, I reckon that is pretty outstanding. So I'm just going to turn around here and jump onto a motorway on-ramp so I can demonstrate that launch again for you, and then I'm going to go straight into the next point, which is quick shifting. And effectively what you're going to want to do is just when the revs are getting, my car goes to pretty much 8,000 RPM, so at about 7,000 RPM, you're going to sort of come on the clutch a little bit early so that you've only got sort of half the travel to move. I'll launch it again and then I'll demonstrate that quick shift for you. So you can kind of see what I'm doing there, where I will come on the clutch a little bit early so that when the time comes to shift, you've only got half the travel of the clutch to move. Get on the power and you're going to come on the clutch a little bit early, and then you literally just whoop-bang on the clutch, and as you do it, just pull the knob straight down, and that's what allows you to do a really, really fast shift. Alrighty, so now let's discuss heel toe downshifting. And effectively with this, you've got to get this sort of phrase stuck in your head, which is going to be in, change down, rev it up, out. In, change down, rev it up, out. And if you can get that stuck in your head, then it should be pretty easy, and it'll be pretty self-explanatory as to what to do. So you're going to clutch in, change down, rev it up, out. In, change down, rev it up, out. In, change down, rev it up, out. That's it. And then you can sort of get to do it a bit quicker, where you sort of do everything all at the same time rather than one at a time. So if you sort of have a look at what I'm doing with my feet here, if I go down from 5th to 2nd, so you just in as you change down and you're just hitting the throttle. So you're almost kind of hitting the clutch and the throttle at the same time. You can actually kind of see that I actually do sort of naturally do that. Maybe slightly after you come on the clutch, so kind of clutch throttle, clutch throttle, clutch throttle. So the heel toe sort of adds another bit of complexity in there, but it's still the same process where you're just going to be on the brake as you do it. So you just come on the brakes, just rev it up, rev it up, rev it up, and that's kind of how you do it. And obviously take some practice. I'd recommend that you do it just while you're stationary with the engine off first, and practice these maneuvers before you go out and try them yourself. And then, just use them everywhere. Use them around town, turn into a corner, brake, rev it down, brake, rev it down, off you go. You know, you can practice your sort of more quick shifts, you know, all the time and so on. You know, you can see there how you can sort of change quite quickly, and it becomes, you know, really useful when you're sort of driving on a more fun road like this to be able to, you know, use a lot of these techniques smoothly and effectively and so on. Hopefully that has given you an idea of how to put all of those skills together, and let me tell you, it makes manual driving so much more rewarding when you just nail those heel-toe downshifts like into here, or even a double clutch heel-toe downshift. Same sort of thing, just combining all your skills together. You know, when you learn how to slam shift and just really hammer things through gears, heel-toe downshifts and stuff. Oh, it is just so fun, really good fun. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Kiwi Car Life. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you like this mighty Accord that I'm operating and you want to see some more videos with it, then click over here to see me comparing it with a Toyota Celica 2ZZ, and click over here to see me comparing it with its higher revving and slightly faster cousin, the Honda Accord UR.